All right, what is going on? We got a little post show in this barren. I gotta hang some stuff in here. So when I do a random live stream, I had so much fun. Thank you to Beatrice, my amazing co-host on the Horror Buzz, or DK and the Bees Horror Buzz. I had a great time with Tam Glenn. Congratulations to our winner tonight of the mystery box. I know she had Patricia Van Duzen. I'm gonna just go Patricia Van Duzen. Uh, what's going on? I'm gonna have Doug pop in soon. I'm gonna let him announce because he's gonna be on Sunday and give you guys a brief thing. I got my fancy list here because we got a busy weekend coming up. Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ronnie Hayes from Make a Path presents. He was a big time Walking Dead YouTuber. I don't. He's doing a series called Flaws and Oz. He's actually inspired me to become Doomsday's Krypt. We're going to talk about his Doomsday Kingdom comic, where issue 6 just released on digital. We'll probably do a volume giveaway for that one, an autograph volume by him, and I think the artist is on that one as well. And then Friday night, we got on the Shooting the Shiz with DK and the Schwag. I'm tired, guys. What's going on? With DK and the Schwag, we got the Valentine Bluffs cast and crew coming on. That's going to be a fun show. On Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you're going to be able to see myself, Beatrice, and Brett Wagner all on one show. We're going to go over to my good friend, talented streamer, Patrick at Have Cheetah View. And then we got a busy one, like I said, Saturday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be having Michael McGlynn on. We're going to be talking Slasher Nurse. And possibly the director will be on too of that. And also, we'll touch on Go Away, which stars himself, along with Felissa Rose and Tom Matthews by Alexander Goldman. And then on Sunday, you know what? I'll let Doug come up and tell you guys a little bit here. I'm going to pop him the link and bring Doug up here. Matt Skinner, uh, Slasher Nurse, awesome. Yeah, we're going to be talking with Doug Post. Um, well, that's not Slasher Nurse. That's Michael McGlynn. We're going to be talking Slasher Nurse. With, like I said, we got a really busy week. Um, as of now, Friday night will be Valentine's Bluff with DK and the Schwag shooting the shiz. I'm going to see if Beatrice or Brett wants to join or available for Saturday night stream and Sunday night stream. See if we can get them on, do a DK and the B and a DK and the Schwag at some point here. And yeah, busy week. I'm really excited about all these guests. I know Matt Skinner, who's here, big fan of the Valentine Bluffs uh, movie, the My Bloody Valentine sequel from the 1981 film. Really cool movie. It's on YouTube. You guys can check it out. Michael McGlynn, he's been on a few times. Funny guy, incredible actor, hilarious. I love seeing his posts. Um, and like I said, he's been in a ton of films, but we're going to be talking Slasher Nurse, which is in demand right now, and Go Away, which will be releasing soon. And then we got Doug. Let me make sure. Let's see if he popped in already. There he is.
Can you hear
Bring him
me?
on. What is going on, man?
Oh, not too
I can
bad.
hear
Not too
you.
bad. Not too
What
bad.
is up, my dude?
So, everyone, I just want to announce that we are shooting Early Morning Calm April 1st. So for Lynn Lowry, we're gonna be shooting her from the 10th through the 17th. Can't wait to have her. Everyone knows her from Shivers and I Drink Your Blood and Cat People and pretty much many more. We did start a Kickstarter for everyone if they would like to donate or share. I'm trying to think. Right now, Brian's relaxing right now. Otherwise, I would have him come in as well.
Lynn Lowry, yes. Matt Skinner, I was just going to say, because I didn't want to cut you off. a guy named Brett Wagner I do a show with was in the Crazies also.
Hmm.
So he might be interested in coming on and talking,
We're
since
trying to
he's
get her.
acted with Lynn before. I don't think if she wants to come on, let her know the big swag will be there. A little
I,
Crazies reunion.
I know she said that she's having a photo shoot for a horror movie that she's in. I think it's gonna be like 3 days, as well. Um,
Very cool.
Dixie Gears is gonna be in there. Everyone, just letting you know, the guy who's directing this is amazing. If you haven't seen Crazy Fat Ethel, Truly Madly, Horror Network, I'd give those a try. Truly Madly and Horror Network is on Tubi for free. The guy's pretty nice. He's always, the way I know him, he's always on time for everything. He's respectful. He's got his stuff going. And that's kind of why I like, okay, well, for a while I was like thinking, okay, well, should I do it? Should I not do it? I'm a little nervous here and there, but I just went with my gut and said, I'm gonna go do it. And if it wasn't for
You
a few
gotta,
people,
you know.
well, if it wasn't for a few people like from My Bloody Valentine, I talked to one of the guys who played Thomas in that film from the 80s, and then if it wasn't for Lynn, I don't think that my stomach could have handled it. But they mentioned that nervousty in films is a good part of being in films. It's good for a role that you're playing. I'll be playing two roles, Elijah and the Tall Bunny. So hopefully, my character breaks out in there, um, and I'm looking forward to it as well. Hopefully, you guys are looking forward to it as well, you know.
Quick narration because we've been talking quite a bit, me and Doug, and it sounds really interesting. Sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like it's going to be a unique type movie.
Right.
Matt Skinner, awesome buddy. Matt rules, man. He's like one of the best
Oh,
out there.
I don't know if
Not
any of
only
you
as
guys.
far as a supporter, but just such a great dad.
So I don't know if you guys
I
heard
think I
of.
lost your volume. I don't know if that's.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I don't know if you can. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
I can't hear you.
I
Can
you hear me now?
I'm having. You might want to try if you can hear me. Try bouncing out and bouncing in. StreamYards is weird sometimes. But yeah, thank you, Matt. Oh, you heard both of us? I couldn't hear him on my end. I don't. Maybe my ears piece. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's me. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if I can hear her.
Can you hear me now?
You know what happened is my earpieces went out, whatever reason. So I wasn't hearing you because the volume was down on that.
Right.
And it's probably still down. So you go ahead and since they can hear you, I'm going to try to fix my end.
Oh, no problem. So I don't know if anyone's ever heard of Horror Society. I clearly haven't. I'm used to magazine artists like Fangoria. There's another one that my friend mentioned. It's called, I think it's something Rue. I think it's Rue Horror, something like that. I sent a link on the my page if you guys want to check it out. It's got the Kickstarter on it as well. But it also gives you like a brief description of the movie. I can tell you now, it takes place in the 80s, and it's three bunnies basically killing people and cannibalizing people as well. Oh, I can't hear you.
All right, now you can. Well, I don't know what happened, man. These ear pods cut out. I finally figured out how to get them to work on my phone.
Okay, that's weird. Matt Skinner's amazing. I give him credit. He's a big supporter, and I thank him a lot for and I consider people who support us are the people who are like wonderful. Like I saw, like I think I sent you a picture of it. I guess a lot of people like Winnie the Pooh, the horror film, and Bambi, the horror film, and how they're getting death threats and stuff about those films. And it's to me it's, I don't care what people say about the films. We think it's just amazing. That we try to put smiles on people's faces who want this stuff.
We're all adults. we talked about this a little bit last night because I was almost
Right.
did a live stream last night. Got so busy and like
Yeah.
way too late. But you shared we were talking a bit about that, and that's just ridiculous. If you don't like something, don't watch it.
Yep.
Because there
I
is
got the movie.
a crowd, you know.
Now, I don't know
Yeah.
who is all Trump supporters in here, but I have a movie that a guy did in the early, I think 2015, called President's Evil. And it's just a guy dressed like Donald Trump. It's like a horror parody of Michael Myers from Halloween 1978. Same way, except it's Donald Trump killing people. And he mentioned to me that when he put that movie out, he got emails like death threats and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, in my mind, I'm like, well, if you don't like the movie, don't watch it. You know, it's not going to be for everyone to be watching those things. You know,
Yeah,
like what was
everybody's
it?
got different opinions.
Well, when Maniac was around, it even got banned as well, if I'm not mistaken. Same with what was it? Same with Cannibal Holocaust. Cannibal Holocaust was
Okay.
banned. Same with Silent
That
Night,
was
Deadly Night.
banned in a lot of places. Yeah.
Right. And
I
it's
like
just
your shorty in the background. I got the same
oh,
thing.
thank you. It's chill.
I can't. I had to say something. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It can get noisy. I bring them to the convention sometimes, and you can only leave them on so long before you got to turn them off a little bit.
see,
But he's really cool. He's really cool.
you got someone in here just like I said. You know, don't think of the haters. You know, if you don't like something, just don't watch it. You know, it's there's people like I know John Doomsday, whatever. You might like gory films like Silent Night, Deadly Night, trauma films,
A
and
little
I
bit.
was thinking about it, huh? You've seen those trauma films, like Butt Crack the movie and what was it, Terra Firma, and how like Trauma's got all these like small films.
Damn, earpieces went out again.
Well,
I can
dang.
hear you on this though.
But haters gonna hate. Just try to do what he can for people that want the movie, not for people that don't want the movie. And just we push forward, and we make the best of it as much as we can. Matt, I'm pretty sure he's a big supporter. Like I said, we've listed not all the supporters, but some of the supporters.
Said
Okay,
the
let's
connected.
see.
Can I hear
Let me
you?
read this comment.
Over here? Nope.
Yeah, I can hear you. Serbian film. I'm gonna actually read that comment as well. A Serbian film. I'm a little iffy on it. I don't have any complaints. I haven't really watched the movie. That's one movie I haven't really watched. And and I can't really say much about it, but I think that when Necromantic came out 1 and 2, I don't know if Necromantic was ever banned. I think John might know.
Oh, I'm not even sure. I missed most of the conversation because the stupid earbuds kicked out
Oh,
again,
so
and
somebody
it's real
mentioned.
low on that. I might go with my wired con. I'm not sure on that one.
Somebody mentioned
Go if it's
that
not banned or not.
Serbian film.
Peter would know.
Oh. Well,
Yeah,
Serbian
there's a
film.
Serbian film that.
I'm trying to think. Oh, I forgot to mention to everyone. So, Kickstarter has multiple, great rewards out there. A lot of people don't like it. Some people do, but $500 gets you a cameo in the movie. You get either one death scene or you get one staying alive scene. I know one person did that. They don't know what they want, but that's something I want to put out there. $100 gets you a mask. 150. No, yeah, 100 gets you like an axe, and I think 75 gets you a mask signed by us. Let me see. This is called Early Morning Calm. I don't know if
Peter's
this guy
like
was.
the ultimate film guru. Peter would know. You know Peter Anthony, right? Roseblood.
No, nope.
Peter Anthony did
Uh,
the Roseblood movie. It's real great sequel. He had Laura Park Lincoln in it, and Terry Kaiser reprising the
See,
role from Friday 13th Part 7.
I have to watch
But
that.
he's like an encyclopedia. Yeah, it's a good one. He also was a producer and really was a big part also of the Vengeance series by Jason Brooks.
Yeah,
So give him a
and
big shout out. Peter's been always been great.
I'll have to definitely check some of that stuff out, Peter. We're talking about Early Morning
Yeah,
Calm.
Peter's a talented guy.
I know Early Morning Calm is supposed to. We're trying to make it the best we can. You can't always make great movies, but hopefully this turns out as somewhat what it tops of Truly
I
Madly.
like the concept.
A lot of people, I think I did. Like I said, I sent you a picture of it. Some lady thought it was like a cartoon. Like I'm thinking like Disney, and I'm like, I wanted to write a comment, but they said Brian didn't want me to say anything because I have a smart ass talk. I wanted to say something about
Yeah.
what about New York Ripper? Because New York Ripper, when that movie came out, it was a human being, but was it not? I was thinking Donald Duck's voice, or something like that.
I don't
I'm
know if
talking
I've
about, right?
seen that one. I
The
haven't seen
Lucio.
that one. I'll have to check it out.
Give it a
I,
try.
mi- I if I yeah, yeah, I might not have seen that, so I'll check it out for sure.
But I'm trying to think a lot. So much. We'll be on Sunday, 10:30 p.m. with the great John. I know that for sure. And Brian's excited about it. I know that one. Oh, if anyone wants to go friend Brian, go for it. His last name is Dorton. Good guy.
I don't
Uh,
think I have him on my friends list yet. I
uh,
gotta put him on there.
he's cool. Like I said, Dixie Gears is pretty cool. Not a lot of people know this, but no, I'm sure some people do. Crazy Fat Ethel is kind of like a revamped version of Criminally Insane from '70s. If you remember that movie.
I remember that one. So I
Yeah.
want to check that out. You said that one's on Tubi, right?
That one's not on Tubi. Tubi has Horror Network and Truly Madly.
I'm gonna check that out. I know I've heard Truly Madly. I want to say I
Um,
had somebody on who worked on that film.
Vudu, you can either buy it on Vudu or YouTube. Has Crazy Fat Ethel, and
Okay.
that one I can honestly say has a good soundtrack to it. Gory, really, really gory. If you like that whole slasher kind of feel.
Well, hell yeah. I mean, I'm Terrifier too. If you get a chance, like I said, the Roseblood and Vengeance are about as gory as they can get. So
I
I mean,
love
I
it.
love the gore. I love all different stuff. Like I love a good gory movie, but I can go with something like the original '78 Halloween
Well, I
really wasn't
got
a gory movie, or even Psycho or something. Didn't as long as there's
apparently.
suspense or a good story character build, and if all else fails, if there's some good gore,
Well, I got
horror is
permission.
horror to me.
So I don't know if you guys ever heard of Richard Taylor. He was, and Brian doesn't really like this film, but I understand. But it's a movie called Poltergeist: Night of the Chicken Dead, which is a trauma film. So I
Okay.
don't know if you guys ever heard the guy named Richard Taylor. And not a lot of people know that Sergeant Kabuki Man was supposed to have another movie called Sergeant Kabuki about NYPD. It was supposed to be LAPD. And
Okay. Yeah,
I was
Brian Whedon was on on the show. We were talking about his upcoming film that he's part of, which is called Bill Whedon. Why did I say Brian? Bill Whedon was
I
on,
got
so he's a big trauma guy, Kabuki man.
I asked him. I go, well, do you have any? Are you gonna do any? Because he's not a movie guy anymore. He does music, but he does. I asked him, just in case, do I have any rights to do this film? And he says it's an open film. I can do it. I was thinking about doing something like that as well. You know, something more upgraded. But as you guys see,
Yeah, it's
Shorty,
gonna. Yeah,
Shorty's just
Shorty's awesome, man. I mean, Spirit Halloween, man. I got bought two Crouchies because I'll take them,
so
and their Pennywise is awesome. And if I have a table, I love like I got a Michael Myers that's rehauled, and I got
so
some really cool stuff. But for some reason, Pennywise, Shorty, and Crouchy, any of those Spirit, I love the Spirit Halloween animatronics. They're so good,
right.
man.
Well, not a lot of people. I got. So I had like when so I had. See, these are some of the collections I found so far. Um, some of them I got her. I guess I don't know if you guys had Felicia Rose on here. There was a
I
funny
haven't
story
had
about
Felissa
that.
Rose on yet. I've met Felissa quite a few times. I even have her number. Like we're cool, and it's like, how do I reach out to her? But I definitely want to have her on the show. I was talking to one filmmaker who's got her in his film,
She'll
and they're talking about coming on. Cool.
she'll tell you the funny story. Oh, what happened?
I just put you on solo so you can show your stuff so people can see it.
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
still here.
So Felissa Rose, if you ever ask her this, for Monsterpalooza last year, I got this autograph here for free because my dad whacked me in the nuts. No kidding. So she'll
That's
tell you
cool.
there's some funny
I got
stories.
something really. Yeah, she's the coolest. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I got a little
No,
lag. I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, you're good. Dawn of the Dead figure. Basically trying to I guess I call this my wall of like arts. I guess I have Leatherface from Kate Hodge. She's like a mom to me. She's treating me nice when we're at the Muscalooza. Matthew Lillard. If you ever get him on there, he's pretty nice.
Dream.
David Naughton.
Mike Christopher in the middle. I got a big Hari Krishner bust. Mike Christopher's been on the show. He's hilarious.
He's one of my buddies, but of course you got John Belushi on the side.
Yeah,
But
that's really cool. I met Ken Forey at Crypticon Minneapolis last year. He's another great, funny guy. Really, really cool.
I was supposed to meet him, but never got a chance to.
If you get a
But
chance, yeah, Ken's really, really cool. He was real
but
down to earth. Yeah, like Mike Christopher said to say hi, and as soon as I did that, talked to him, I hooked him
he,
up with some VHS boxes, prototypes we had, like Halloween 2, the Rob Zombie version. I had a Dawn of the Dead one, so
I'm
I hooked
mad.
him up with that.
I'm mad at myself because I sold the Halloween collection had from 1 to Rob Zombie 2, and I sold it, and now just to buy it, it's like $300.
What did you sell?
It was a not Rob Zombie. It was a Halloween collection from like the first 1978 movie till Rob
Oh,
Zombie's
okay.
2, and I sold it. And I was mad at myself for that.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
never forgive
that's
myself.
rough, man.
I
That's why if you're a collector, you just can't let things go unless you absolutely have to. But sometimes life just throws you a curveball, and you got to do what you got to do.
I had to. I mean, I didn't want to, but I had to because I had more important things to do, which was bills.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's tough. I mean, I've
But
learned like even with what I do, even though you don't see it here, I got so much stuff, and sometimes like especially at first, from all these talented people that I bought stuff from,
Mhm.
and it's like I don't want to sell it, I don't want to sell it, but I've gotten to the point where I'm able to say, you know what, I'm keeping this, I'm keeping this. Like I got a bus that's got two busts that have a ton of the Halloween cast on it,
Well,
and
me
that's
and the
not for
girlfriend,
sale. And other things I'll just let go if I have to.
well, me and the girlfriend, we take care of 3 animals. We have a leopard gecko, we have a bearded dragon, and we got a rabbit. We always have to take care of, and it sucks, but it takes out all the good expenses. I haven't bought a movie since probably 2022. Except like maybe the newest one I just recently bought was Terrifier 2, but that was pretty much it. But like I sold not all, but most of my movies to pay my bills, and
That's
it's
rough.
yeah, it sucks. I mean, I'm lucky enough I haven't even sold the PS5. That's the last thing I'd rather
Oh
sell.
yeah. Well, you see mine in the back over there.
Yeah, mine's a.
That's like and I regretted buying it because I never have time to game anymore. I wind up watching movies on it most of the time, but man, when you get a chance to play, it's nice. But
Girlfriend is a huge fan of Harry Potter. She's the nerd of Harry Potter, so I got her
oh,
a
I heard the
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts is good.
It
I
was
heard it's
wonderful.
good, man.
I played it. She
I'm
played
still
it.
trying to get through Sekiro.
I love the
That
Sekiro
game's pretty
series.
cool. That's the, I'm like I'm not stuck, but I'll try to fight like a
Well,
boss a little bit, and then I'll stop,
no one
and then
realizes
try again
that
the next time.
I like harder games. I like games that are difficult. I'm glad I got a PS5, and I don't know if anyone else has a PS5 for this, but if you don't, do get one because the new Silent Hill game is coming to PlayStation 5 only, apparently.
Oh, well, they're not going to be making PS4 games soon. I'm looking
No.
forward to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah, I heard that got announced. I'm
Oh,
excited for that one.
speaking of
I
that,
was a little
I
let
want,
down with the Evil Dead one. It was okay. The graphics are cool and some of the stuff is cool, but it
Friday
got
13th.
boring real fast.
So I wanted to show this real
I
quick.
like
So
Friday the 13th though. I could
did you?
go and
Did you?
I
So
did. I the one player wasn't too bad. Some of just the kills were cool. The vibe was cool, and it was a lot of fun
right.
with friends. And it just didn't translate for Evil Dead for me. But then again, I haven't had a chance to play that much either. To be fair,
See, I mostly listen to music now. I watch movies sometimes, but I mostly listen to music. Like I have a vinyl player, and every once in a while I'll pop in the copy of the it's an original
a maniac.
German. It's an
Nice.
original copy, and almost and that, and I have Fan of the Paradise, and I'll just sit there, and once in a while I'll game, but like I'll pop on the the vinyl player, and I'll just listen to music, and just let it relax my soul.
Nice. I used to do that. I used to live in my band room and everything, and it's like my time is so consumed over the last bunch of years, especially like my actual job, and then I think I told you about what my actual job, and then on top of doing the Doomsday's Krypt time, I barely have time to listen to the radio in the van when I'm driving around.
Well,
But
we were talking, and you know, I was scared because I know that a lot of people say that Kentucky has a lot of racist people in there, and I was sitting there a little nervous because my girlfriend's half Native American and half Mexican, and what makes me nervous is going in there and yeah, okay, I don't like a lot of I ignore a lot of hate speech, but when it comes to a couple that's interracial, I get a little nervous when people do death threats and I was talking to a buddy of mine, his name's Dylan, and he does independent films as well, and he goes, don't worry about it, just ignore it, kind of thing, you should be fine. We're shooting in Louisville, Kentucky, and that's one thing that I was a little nervous about, but I got over it.
I might be doing a convention. Brett brought something up about a Louisville event. I know I'm already at
Scarefest.
Scarefest. That's in Lexington. That's
That's
a
the one I
great
want.
event. Actually, I met
That's
Peter Anthony there. Yeah, that's a good one, man. If you get a chance to go there,
well,
uh,
we were trying to get a booth up there, but the booth is between.
you
If
were
you want,
saying
it's between. Well,
it's
then there's.
expensive. The booths are expensive this year. I think
I know his
mine
booth
was.
was only
I
like.
got an end cap. I got an end
I'll,
cap booth.
I'll just take your table. we'll just
There you
like
go.
nope, you're gone. I know.
Oh man, it wasn't cheap, but you know what? It's such a great event. It's probably the most expensive table I've gotten this year. But
Yeah.
I know the area I'm in. I'm like in a prime area. It's
Well,
going to be heavy traffic. And
right.
it'll be cool. I'm excited about Scarefest in October. I'm doing Crypticon events, which is another great one. I'm at some really really great events this year.
We don't get a lot of good events except for Colorado Springs and Denver, and those are like 30 miles. Between from here to Denver it's 2 hours, but from like Denver to Colorado Springs it's like an hour and 15 minutes.
We'll go to
And
Denver's first year was with Crypticon. I'll be there with Brett Wagner.
did
We got a
you
table together.
are you going to the Fan
I'm at
Expo?
Denver. No, no,
Go there.
I'm not.
It's going to be. They're going to have a couple of great cast members. They're going to have Matthew Lillard there, Skeet Ulrich. Oh, I think it's Ulrich or Ulrich.
Yeah. I want to. The problem is I'm already taking so much time off from work that each event I do right now, anything that I do from here on out, at least the rest of the year, unless I have Beatrice or Brett with me at a table, I'm just not doing it. I'm not traveling.
They
I want to be
gotta.
promoting the podcast and also the talent I put on the table. I got a bunch of different people, but
They
you
should.
know, I want to be
They should.
promoting the podcast. And
They should pay you for that.
I don't. I listen. I'm happy to pay for the table if they work with me to bring in Brett or
I know.
Beatrice because
Brian
we're
said.
having so much fun with this.
Well, what?
We're having so much fun with the shows and I think the fans are really enjoying it, and we're really trying to build that up. And conventions is a great way to do that. So if I'm going to be
Well,
spending, say,
yeah.
because for me to go to convention, even without them, by the time, like, I'll use Scarefest as an example. That's $1,000 just for the table right there. Plus, I'm getting my hotel for. I'm usually there Wednesday, and I stay till Monday. So there's 5 days of a hotel. Plus, I get, the best. I think the best talent and horror on the table that I can. So there's a big investment right there. So if I'm doing that already, which is great, I love that as a vendor. I want to be promoting my podcast and stuff, and
I
I
told you.
really think that.
Right. Well, like I told you, I want to. I think I told you I'm going to move out there because I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah.
I doubt it now because of her nervousty, in which I understand. I know, but originally that if I were to move out there, I know that I was like, I'm just gonna live under a bridge and call myself Doug of the Jungle, and I don't have to worry about
Yeah.
paying rent, fight for my food.
Well, you were saying that you're like, I mean, like, dude, rent's expensive everywhere. I mean, it's
Our
hitting
well, our
everybody in the pocket.
our old apartment that we used to live in was only $400 a month, and now they raised it to $1,000.
Good God, that's more than doubles. Like, Jesus.
And you're looking at the place that
And
we
then,
lived in. Well, the place that we lived in had cracks in the wall, had a mushroom growing out of the wall, had bad
are
odor
you
in the
shrooming
grass.
there?
No,
Don't
no,
eat
not
those
yet.
mushrooms, man.
No, I
I'm not
know.
that hungry yet. Saute it up.
Brian goes to me. He goes, uh, what was it? Put some weed in your butt and just go through like the TSA and the security. I'm like, I don't think that'd go any well. I think that with
How
the
come you
well, it's
look so
that.
clenched? You constipated?
No, just a little bit. Girlfriend gave me some cheese.
What do you got a stick up your ass, sir? Nope, 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 not that.
It's
But
sad because I'm not.
man,
Well, it's weird. What was it?
we're we're gonna have a blast Sunday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I gotta get to bed. I gotta get up early as usual. As you know, I'm always
Busy,
working.
busy, busy.
And oh, dude, I got such a busy week. I'm gonna announce everybody one more time that I'm doing. I'm also on a show this week. So I'm going to see if Beatrice or Brett can join us for our stream. I don't know their schedules. I'm going to leave it open for them. But here's what I
Mhm.
got so far. I got Friday at 6:30 p.m. Anybody who's a Walking Dead fan or a horror fan, honestly, one of the best podcasters I know, and a good friend, Ronnie Hayes. We're also working on a script we're going to touch on too that we'll touch on that a little bit, but it's a really cool script. He's a talented guy. It's an honor that he's helping me with the script. But he did a Walking Dead channel that had over 100,000 views. Make It Path presents. He's
Mhm.
also doing Doomsday Kingdom comic, which actually I was Doomsday Kingdom Army. I was a fan community for him, and he's like, you're doing this horror stuff, the comic, it's released about every year. You know, try to do that. He encouraged me to do what I'm doing, and since everybody was always calling me DK, I'm like, well, I got to keep the DK. We'll go Doomsday's Krypt. So if it wasn't for Ronnie, I might not be doing what I'm doing.
Right.
Here, him and Steve Merlo really inspired me to do
Just don't
the
whatever you do, don't
Doomsday.
get Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I'm pretty sure she'll go all crazy for Jeffrey Dean.
I got like three Jeffrey Dean Morgan Negan resin statues that I got for a steal, and I'm just
Trust me.
holding on them. There was only like a limited of 1,000 or 1,500. I think there was a deep sale on them, and they were only $100 a piece shipped. And they're the big resin statues. I snatched it up. Now I'm gonna sell it to make a profit. Like that was an investment. I wish I bought more because even though the Walking Dead's kind of the fan base is there, it's gonna take off again. But Ronnie Hayes is doing the after show Last of Us right now. He's doing a lot of gaming lately, but he's also doing a series called Flaws and Oz, and he's done them on Halloween. He's done them on a few movies, and it's a really entertaining. So he's gonna have a Flaws and Oz channel. We're gonna be talking about that. So that is gonna be a fun stream. I'm looking forward to it. That's gonna be me and him. We're also going to do a giveaway of the volume on that stream. Let people get a chance to read the Doomsday Kingdom, and then Friday night, like, because one stream isn't enough. That was at 6:30. At 10:30, we're doing the Valentine Bluffs with the cast, the new film, the My Blood, uh, My Bloody Valentine sequel. Saturday, we got I'm be on Half Cheetah Will View, awesome podcaster. Me, Beatrice, and Brett will all be on one show together. That'll be the first time the three of us will be on and discussing what we're doing in Doomsday's Krypt with DK and the B, DK and the Schwag, and also, their films that they've done and what they're working on.
All right.
Give the fans a little time to talk to them. And then Saturday night, because one stream's just not enough, we're going to be having Michael McGlynn on, talking Slasher Nurse and Go Away. And then we're finishing up strong with this guy right here, Doug Post and Brian Dorton. We're going to be talking early morning calm. So it's going to be a busy weekend, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll see if I can get Beatrice on or Brett, see if either one of them is available for
If
any
not,
streams.
get a hold of Lynn just in case. Like I said, she might talk to you about it if you want to get Lynn in there as
I'll
well.
message her. She reached out to me and she, added me as a friend, and I was really cool. And I spoke with her, and I mentioned her coming on the show with me and Brett. And I never really heard back from her, but it'd be really cool because they were both in the Crazies together. I'm sure he'd come on or try to make as much time as he could if she was on, talk about the early morning calm, and I think that'd be a really fun stream.
Right.
And yeah. So I will speak with them. I'll be seeing them a lot, but I got those two pretty busy this week, so hopefully they can make it. I think they will. And yeah, busy week, guys. Thank you, Doug, for coming on and hanging out. I'm looking forward to Sunday's stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, guys, there's going to be plenty of Doomsday's Krypt, plenty of Beatrice, plenty of Brett Wagner. So stay tuned this weekend. We got a busy one for sure. I'm already tired thinking about it,
So am I.
but I'm excited too. But thanks, guys, for jumping in. It was kind of a random live stream. Appreciate all the support for all the shows and all the guests we have. Community rocks. You guys rock, and thank you. We'll see you soon. Peace out.
Peace.